Let's talk about expiry dates on Huggg and how they affect the vouchers, and also how they affect your data. So what happens is, regardless of how you're sending the voucher link, I'm creating a link here to send away from the platform, but you might be sending via email or you might be sending via text. Either way, your system's going to ask you, when would you like the voucher link to expire? And you can choose a number of quick click dates, or you could you could add a custom date. So I am going to add 2 days from now and review and pay. So this means that the voucher link I'm creating expires on the 21st. Now, on that day, if someone hasn't claimed the voucher link, and I'll show you what that means in a second, the money goes back into the Huggg wallet and you can reuse it. Okay, so we're going to review and pay, and we'll see that all the way through. Okay, and pay. Right, now, looking at, let's go to voucher history. Here we are. Here's the one that I created at the top there. We can see there's an expiry date. I could put some notes and see sort of what the status is as well. And at this point, we know that the person has to claim it before the 21st. But what does that mean? So what that means is, let me just copy this link, drop it into another page, and we'll see what that person is seeing when they receive it. So you've sent them a link, they click the link, it takes them to this page, and they click Get Started. At this point, they can swipe through on their phones and see all the supermarkets. Up until this point, you can still cancel the voucher. You could amend the expiry date. So you can make changes to it by clicking here and go through and change the expiry date, because they haven't yet committed to one supermarket or another. But what that does to the status is that it shows it as open. So if I refresh this, it should show me there. It's been opened, but not yet redeemed. And when Huggg uses the word redeemed, it means that they've picked a supermarket and you can't go back. Now it's out of your hands as the Huggg administrator. So if I was to choose Tesco and now claim, I won't do that because it'll spend the money, but I'll show you what it does. So if I was to claim that, that's the point at which the system calls it redeemed. And now they're under the Tesco expiry date. But they have to do this step before the 21st, otherwise the money goes back into your system. So if they were, let's do it with a smaller one here, click for your voucher, they'll do this bit, get your gift card. This is what they end up with. At this point, you can't cancel it, you can't change the expiry date, but they now have, 5 years in which to spend this voucher, because they're under the terms and conditions of Tesco, nothing to do with Huggg anymore. You can still track the data and see when they chose this, and you can even go and look at the voucher later using the same link and see actually how much has been spent. The links can just be found here and you can just click there. But that's the point at which it's nothing to do with the Huggg expiry date anymore. It's on the Tesco expiry date. So as long as someone's claimed their link and chosen a supermarket before the date you gave them, now they've got 5 years to spend it in Tesco. So hope that makes sense. Do let us know on support@hugg.me if you have any questions about this or anything else.